Assassin's Creed Origins has been a huge success for Ubisoft. I would also say it's a nice step in the right direction, revamping a lot of the aspects of the gameplay experience. While there still is DLC planned all the way into early 2018, the question is floating of what could be next. Will we continue Bayek's story possibly into Greece, or are we headed somewhere else? John Bigorin, a concept artist at Ubisoft, recently posted a bunch of concept art, and many fans were very surprised to see Assassin's Creed Japan art. This likely could be nothing more than fan art, although it certainly is a bit odd coming from someone working at Ubisoft. But it has reignited a discussion of will Ubisoft commit to continuing a story revolved around Bayek, or possibly take us somewhere else, with that maybe being feudal Japan. Interestingly enough, a Reddit user has now posted a survey which appears to be made on Ubisoft's behalf, asking where we want to see Assassin's Creed go in the future. This isn't necessarily the setting of the next installment, that's probably coming sometime in 2019, but this could be further down the road in the early 2020s. Before we go over the settings that are listed, I do want to mention that Ubisoft is known for their surveys and asking fans of what should be the next step. Back in late 2011, a similar survey popped up. It asked, in which of the following historical periods and locations would you like one of the next Assassin's Creed games to take place? The options that were listed included the violent conflicts of the imperial dynasties in medieval China, the advent of the mighty British Empire during Victorian England, which this setting later was used for 2015's Assassin's Creed Syndicate, the culmination of the Pharaoh reign in ancient Egypt, which this setting later was used for 2017's Assassin's Creed Origins, the invasion of the Americas by the Spanish conquistadors, the confrontation between British colonists and Native Americans during the American Revolution, which this setting later was used for 2012's Assassin's Creed 3, the overthrow of the Tsar Empire by the communists during the Russian Revolution, the warlord battles in feudal Japan, and the rise of Caesar's empire in ancient Rome. The point is, these survey options have ended up being featured settings of some of the most recent Assassin's Creed games. Looking to another franchise of Ubisoft's, Far Cry, they also had a similar survey pop up around 2015, and it included options like a Far Cry game set in a futuristic sci-fi setting on another planet, a Far Cry game in the spaghetti western style set in the late 19th century Americas, and also a Far Cry game in the present day set in a Jurassic Park style island of dinosaurs. Of the options included, none of them ended up being used for Far Cry 5, so I would take these surveys as ideas Ubisoft is considering, maybe not for right now, but down the road. Finally, getting to the recent survey, here are the potential settings that Ubisoft is asking if players wish to see in future Assassin's Creed games. We have Genghis Khan and the Mongol invasions, the invasion of the Americas by the Spanish conquistadors, which obviously was in that first survey back in 2011. We have the 100 Years' War, the Spanish Inquisition setting the Assassin's Creed movie, which honestly may have been ruined because of the Assassin's Creed movie. We have the warlord battles in feudal Japan, the Peloponnesian War between Athens and Sparta, in classical Greece, William the Conqueror and the invasion of England, Viking invasions and their great army, the violent conflicts of the imperial dynasties in medieval China, Hannibal's invasion of Rome. We have the Dark Ages, the rise of the Roman Empire in the Mediterranean basin, the conquests of Alexander the Great, and again the Russian Revolution. But yeah, there's a lot of possibilities that are being thrown around, some from years ago and some new ones being popped up. But the idea of seeing a Viking Assassin's Creed game is really intriguing and something I never really thought about, being someone who really enjoys History Channel's TV series called Vikings. Following some of the most famous Vikings like Ragnar Lothbrok's sons Bjorn Ironside or Ivar the Boneless sounds compelling, and having a game centered around their invasion into Great Britain with the Great Heathen Army could be spectacular and something truly special. Other than a Viking setting, we also once again get a mention at feudal Japan, which from all the hints and comments made over the years has to eventually happen. Since we've now been to ancient Egypt, I really think that the one location Assassin's Creed fans are dying for is feudal Japan. But this list does contain a lot of settings and historical events. Which one do you think makes the most sense for a future Assassin's Creed game? Let me know in the comment section below. But it will be some time till we hear about 2019's Assassin's Creed game, but being someone who has listened to some of the other opinions on if we should continue Bayek's story or go with someone else, I can understand the want for Ubisoft Ubisoft to commit to a character, but I will say if we do continue with Bayek, maybe into Greece, I do hope that Ashraf Ismail returns and is the game director once again. Ashraf Ismail, game director of Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag and Assassin's Creed Origins, is the guy that really needs to lead this franchise forward in my opinion. Nothing against any of the other game directors, but if we do commit to Bayek, I just think Ashraf Ismail should be the one to tell Bayek's story start to finish. Since the creator and creative director of Assassin's Creed 1, 2, and Brotherhood, Patrice Désilets, left Ubisoft years ago, I feel Ashraf Ismail is the one guy that really has helped keep this franchise up. And also, honestly, I just want to continue to see more games with his vision in mind, as he truly seems passionate about this franchise. Anyway guys, what do you think of the potential settings? Do you think one of them should be used for the next or a future Assassin's Creed game? Let me know what you think about that in the comment section below, but also thank you for watching. Make sure to smack that like button if you did enjoy this video or found any informative value, and consider subscribing for more videos like this, and I'll see you later.